Welcome, everybody, to the Have You Heard podcast, the only music podcast where we talk about the music that we've all listened to. I'm Pablo,
And I'm Nathan.
and today's a very special episode. We got a special guest coming onto the show,
Hi everybody, I'm Lauren.
and today, guys, we're gonna jump into it like we always do. Have you guys heard Khalid's first studio album, American Teen?
Yes, I actually have.
I have two and I love it. It's so good.
All right, so a little bit of history on the album before we begin. American Teen is the debut studio album by Khalid. It was released on March 3rd, 2017. Uh, and it's an R&B album. I don't really know what else to say. So yeah, let's should we just start off first song?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So the first song, American Teen, also the name of the album. Very like vibey song. I don't know how else to
Yes.
describe it. It has
Yeah, it gives me when I listened to it for the first time, it gave me like some like retro I don't know like 90s,
Yeah.
80s kind of thing.
Mhm.
That's what I see it as.
Yeah,
It
and
has.
it just like
Sorry, you go.
you, okay, it just like I don't know, like when I listen to it, it just makes me like happy and it just like makes me think of like teenage years and like living in the moment, like American teen, like just like
Mhm.
we're all teenagers, like living in the moment, having a good time, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It has really good synth and drums like near the chorus,
Hmm.
and I think
Hmm.
that it like really sets the tone for like the rest of the album,
Yeah,
which I
for
think
sure.
that like a good first track of an album should do. It should like establish a tone, and like I think that
Yes.
this does it really well.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Love it.
yeah, I think that's really it. It's pretty upbeat. It's
Hmm.
pretty like happy sounding. So
Yeah,
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 I think
pretty
next
good.
up, uh,
Next up, Young, Dumb, and Broke.
yeah.
This funny song. I like it. It's kind of it's been played a lot.
Mhm.
Um, but it's good. It kind of just like makes me think of like how we're at this stage in life and like, we're kids and we have like so much of a future ahead of us. But like it's a cute song. It's like, it's good vibes. I like it.
Yeah, it's I definitely do kind of think that it's overplayed. Not that I think it's
Yeah.
bad. It's just
No,
that
it's just
I'm
yeah.
immune to it now. I'm just
I think
Mhm.
like,
this is like one of like the best songs of the album,
yeah. I mean,
in my opinion. I don't know. I
all
just
right.
like its beat that it's got. I like that.
Mhm. Yeah, and it really like fits the theme of like American Teen, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I also wrote in my notes. It's very chill. You
Yes.
can just lay down in bed and just not move for like an hour.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to this song, yeah.
Yeah, just
That's
kind
really,
of.
Mhm.
yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah,
Next up,
for sure.
also
Yeah,
very
chill.
chill
Same thing.
location.
Location,
Uh,
vibey. I wrote on my notes, I wrote vibey and I hand wrote them and I wrote like spaces in between the letters and capitals, like vibey,
Oh,
you
like
know?
yeah, they do it in like those. Yeah, I get it.
mhm.
Yeah.
I wrote I wrote that like I really like the like how just the beat is so like simple, like really there's
Hmm.
not really
Yeah.
much music besides like like
The,
drums and like occasionally there's like a piano or a guitar or other vocals
hmm
that just kind of come and go. Like it's really like his beautiful voice that like really like carries this song.
no, for sure. And like the beat is just so like chill and it's just like happy and like just vibey. I don't know what else to say. Like it's just vibey, you know?
It's,
You could just listen to it and
Yeah, it
just
has a good
vibe.
chorus too. That's what I love about it.
hmm
Hmm.
It's catchy chorus, everything. Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be such awful commentary because like all we're saying for each song is just like yeah it's really vibey. I'm just really vibing to
I
this.
think that's what Khalid is, though. That's
That's
how
what,
Yeah,
he's.
yeah,
like I'm
Khalid
not
literally
blaming us
is.
because we're right, but like, uh,
Okay,
all right.
next
Next
one
up,
or
another sad love song. Oh,
oh, okay. Can I just say, I was talking to Paulo earlier. This is perfect for me because it's like it's a depressing song and like I love like feels depressing songs, but it has an upbeat, which is like the
I was
kind of
gonna
music
say
I
that.
like.
I was gonna say
hmm
like I
So
didn't
it's
get
like
like a yeah.
because it's and this is what makes it so unique and it's funny because like the name another sad love song like it's not just like any other sad love song because it's like it's a sad song and the lyrics are sad but the beat of it makes it like happy, so it's like cool,
yeah.
it's a cool vibe.
hmm Uh, I gotta say yeah. Again, like it's also kind of sad. It's just kind of like it's just like another one though. Like that's kind of the point he's trying to make. He's not really saying
Hmm.
like no offense, but I think that he gets the feeling of like sadness a lot
Mhm.
better on other songs, like on the
Yeah.
next song, but we'll get to that in a bit. I think that this is good, and it is very upbeat, which I
Mhm.
do like. Uh, yeah, I wrote that. I love me a good sad song, and this is it. So
Yes.
yeah, Nathan, you
Okay.
got anything else to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say what Lauren was saying because it's like
Mhm.
it is like it's supposed to be like a sad love song according to like the title, but then it's like upbeat, so I didn't really
Yeah.
like feel what it like I guess it
Mhm.
wanted me to feel maybe.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's cool. It's a cool vibe. Okay, next one, Saved. This one, same type of sad relationship, but kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like progressing from really happy upbeat to like getting a little more deep into the feels, you know?
Right. Mhm. Absolutely. This like it's still like upbeat, but it's definitely like trying to fade into
Yeah.
more like slower. Uh,
This is like where it started. Like, yeah, this is like a more sadder song than
mhm.
another sad love song for me.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I really like the lyrics about like how it's all about like he's he's like in the middle of a breakup, but he's not like fully over it, and he's like holding on to
No.
the last strand of it.
Mhm. And he
Uh,
says
Mm-hmm.
it's like hope for the future, like
mhm,
maybe one day, keeping it. It's like, yeah, it's just a lot. I feel like people can relate to it too, and
mhm.
it's just like such an emotional raw point of time in a relationship like that.
All right. Next up, Coaster. I
This one just like this progresses like this is polar opposite of another sad love song for me. This is like full on depression mode, full
mhm,
on sad tears. Anytime I'm in the feels, this is my go-to.
right.
Yeah, this is little. Yeah, for me, this is like a song I could just like dim my lights and just lay down in my bed and just sit there
Yeah,
and just loop this
100%.
song over and over and just listen to it.
I really didn't write that many notes for this one. I just had one sentence, which was just that it's very like chill and sad, and it has like very simple like piano chords and drums, and like honestly, that's all that there really is to say about this album because like not that there's not much to it, it's just that it's just so like it's just sad. Like there's no other way to
Hmm.
describe it.
Yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah, I think um, Khalid has like some really like good heartbreak songs in this album.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So like this is like the songs you could get after like a breakup. You could just come to this album.
yeah, for sure.
Mhm. Now the
Okay,
complete polar opposite song,
I know, 18.
18,
Love the
very
vibes.
upbeat. Like this kind of
Yeah,
came out
Instant
of left field.
contradiction. Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote that this was like such a like a driving song, like a song you're with your friends and you're
yes.
just driving
It's
with the
just
top
like
down.
teenage years, like
Mhm.
love the vibes, just young, free, living life, carefree, YOLO, just like we're 18 teenagers living life.
Mhm.
This is like
Yeah.
those like high school movies you'd see on like a
Yeah.
TV show, and like this is like the music that would play in the background.
No, for sure. It's just like stereotypical, like living the life of a teenager in love.
Uh all right, yeah. This again, not really too much to say about it, just that it's kind of out of left field, just really upbeat, but still not a
Yeah.
bad thing. It's pretty good.
No. Yeah.
Um, now let's go. Uh, not too big a fan of this one, I gotta say.
It's just kind of like, it's just there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I like the like happy, kind of more upbeat vibes still,
Mhm.
but it doesn't have like a lot of substance to it. It's kind of just like at the surface.
Right.
Yeah, it just feels bland to me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That was my note there.
Yeah. It's good, but it's just like not as good as like American Teen.
No, for sure.
And like it tries to do something interesting. Like at the chorus, it has like stereo effects where it's like you hear it on the left and the right, like at different times.
Mhm.
But like it doesn't really add much to the track, and I just think
No.
that the song just kind of gets boring.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Hopeless again, kind of the same thing with Let's Go. It's just kind of there for me. Like it's sad, but I don't think it's as good as the other sad songs like uh, Coaster and uh, crap. What was the other one? Saved.
Same. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's good and it's like catchy, but if you were to compare it to like all the other songs, it doesn't really like all the other sad songs, it doesn't really do as much
Yeah,
for me as like
it
the
just
other
doesn't
ones.
hold up.
Right. It's just kind of like again, like Let's Go, it's just kind of there. But I
Mhm.
mean, for a middle of the track song, it's not bad.
Mhm.
I like the lyrics that it has though for Hopeless.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
lyrics are good. I don't have any written down. Usually I write down lyrics that I think are interesting, but I did not write anything down for this.
Well,
Cold-blooded. I have two
Cold Blooded.
words for this, and it's just pretty chill.
Yeah.
Um, I literally have nothing else to say because I'm stupid and I didn't write notes.
I'm trying to remember, like,
I don't
Cold
blame you. This
Blooded.
is an actual chill song.
Yeah, it's chill, but what's it like about? Like, is it a depression song or is it like a?
It's like a way like slower tempo down song.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like,
Yeah,
Hmm.
kind of
yeah,
more like depressing, sad song than the
yeah.
others.
It's kind of about like in a relationship, right? And just like
Mm.
Hmm.
going through stuff. So yeah, I don't have much. I feel like a lot of the songs in the album, like, it all depends on like your experiences and how you can like
Absolutely.
relate to it.
Hmm.
And I mean, like, music in general is like that, right? Like any sort of thing, you have to be able to relate it, and that's what makes things so good and make connections to things. But
Hmm.
I mean, eh, it's chill.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just yeah. Like if you're not like going through something or like willing to
Yeah.
be sad while listening to this album, you're not gonna have a good time with it.
No, I know. If you want only happy songs, listen to like American Teen, Location, and 18 on replay.
Hmm. But
Right?
like
Everything else.
yeah, if
Yeah.
you're looking for something like more upbeat, this really isn't for you.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Honestly, Nathan, like the only albums we've really reviewed have been sad. Like
I was gonna mention that, but I didn't want to get too into it. But yeah, that's true.
we should
Our
No.
not.
last album
We should
did
kind of
was
you know
the same thing.
yeah.
We should find a happy album to do.
We
I'll come
should
back for round
should
two.
probably do something else. Okay. Next up, Winter. It's pretty upbeat. But it's still chill.
Hmm.
Um,
I liked Winter. I don't know. It just kind of reminds me, kid. This is kind of off topic, but like in English class, like the whole season, like the whole like semester was based on like seasonal connections and just like with the winter and everything and how it talks about like going through the phases of relationships and like getting to like a breaking point and like growth and like trying to like push through those hard times. I don't know. It just kind of like I was able to kind of make a lot of connections and like the lyrics kind of stuck out to me. I kind of like the like vibes to it too. I don't know. It's not like a super popular song, but and I hadn't really listened to it a lot, but when I did, I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
mhm. Winter, it's good. I just every time I listen to it, I just don't really pay attention. I tend to kind of lose
Yeah.
track of what I'm doing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I'm at the end of the song. I was like, oh, crap. Like I don't
Mm,
know what it is about this song, but like every time I stop
yeah.
paying attention to the lyrics, it's hard for me to focus.
There's nothing really in it that like stands out, you know? So that might
It's just
be
kind of like it's
just
chill and just kind of monotone. Like nothing really
mhm.
stands out about it,
No.
which isn't necessarily a bad thing if you're
No.
into that sort of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Nathan, do you have anything to say?
I just wrote down like one of like the lyric verses. It says love grows colder in the winter. I like that.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know why. It's just something about
That's
that. It just hits home base for me.
the whole like connection to like the seasons and like winter and like just like how things change, and that's like a big thing like in relationships and like growing past that or like ending things,
Hmm.
and like it's just all connected to that. But yeah.
Now we're starting to pick it back up again. I think from here on out of the album, I think it starts to get better after we kind of went
It
over
gets a
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, 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 yeah.
that kind of null patch.
Hmm.
Now we got therapy.
Therapy, okay, amazing song. Literally, I don't
Hmm.
know about you guys, one of my favorites. I discovered it like later on. Like, you know how like a couple of the songs in the album, like Young, Dumb and Broke, American Teen,
Yeah,
Location,
like
were like
those are
super
more like
popular.
mainstream.
Yeah, this one wasn't, but I feel like now I listen to it so much, and it's just like I don't know, it just like it gets me in the feels, and it's like deep about a relationship, but it's
Hmm.
also like not super emotional, so I can like listen to it and just like vibe with it, you know?
Hmm. It's like his voice is so good on this song.
Oh my God, I know. It's just like
Yeah, he's got good vocals here.
yeah.
Like you guys know,
Very good vocals.
he's kind of like a rapper, but he kind I don't really know how to describe him. You guys know Kid Cudi?
Yeah.
Kid Cudi, I've never heard of him
Yeah.
now.
Well, you freaking
He's
suck. You listen to
oh
I
Farm
my
haven't
God.
Music.
heard of him.
Isn't he in that one song? Oh my God, what's it called? I don't remember, but anyways, yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he should collaborate. I know that Kid Cudi has kind of fallen off the face of the earth because his discography is kind of questionable, but like he's genuinely good, and he should collaborate with Khalid because like
Hmm.
Kid Cudi humming. Wait, Nathan, did you listen to Astroworld?
Astroworld? No.
Shame
Oh
on
my
you,
god,
A.
Astroworld is the best. Can we do Astroworld?
Alright, sure. I'll write it down.
That's you too. I'll have to listen to that.
Dude,
Astroworld,
Astroworld is so good, dude.
Astroworld is like the best rap album. Like a lot of like rap songs and like hip hop songs I'll listen to, but like I never invest myself enough to listen to like a whole album. Like I don't know
Hmm.
why, but Astroworld I could listen to just the whole album from start to finish, and every song
Hmm.
like has something great about it.
I like that, like, oh boy, Pablo is gonna talk about Kanye again. Who has seen this coming? Uh, like, Kanye, as of lately, his last three albums have been a lot shorter. Like,
Hmm.
Yay, Kids See Ghosts, and Jesus is King.
Oh yeah.
Like, Kids See Ghosts and Yay were like 7 songs each. Like, it's so good. I play it and, like, it's done in 30 minutes. I hope that more artists follow on this. Like,
Hmm.
then you get more music, like, quicker, because instead of making a 1 hour long album, you're making like a 7 track EP. Like, I wish more artists did this. But anyway, as I was saying, Kid Cudi, his freaking hums are so good. He needs to team up with Khalid.
He should honestly. Okay, next song. Where do we leave off? We were therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Anything
on
else
therapy.
about
So
that?
So
next one
now Keep
is
Me.
Keep
yes.
me. I love
Uh,
this.
Keep Me's really good.
It's like not super well known.
Mhm.
Um, but it's like good. It's got like a. I think I wrote down that it has like a faster beat to it. Like it's not super duper slow,
Mhm.
but like it's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I would prefer the song over like the other sad ones because I prefer like upbeat music over like the sad, more like sad vibe songs.
Mhm.
So yeah, since it's like more upbeat and all that, I think it's more of my preference in my opinion.
Mhm.
I would listen to it a lot more than the other songs.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Keep Me. I really like the instrumentals and like the lyrics of this song. Like, Khalid is talking about how much he was like sacrificing to be with this girl, in like the first few lines, and like how much he like loved this girl, and he's upset that she's throwing it all away to be with someone else. And I just think it's really relatable, because like when you like someone, you just feel like you want to do whatever they're doing just for them, and to be
Mhm.
there even if you don't like it. Like, you're doing it so that you can get closer to them, and like if that means, as he put it, hold on, I have it written down. Buying flowers you can't stand the smell of, or hanging out with people that you don't like to make her happy. Like, even in the next verse, he says like she was singing a song really poorly, and I just really like that, because it's so like understandable to think that everything that your girlfriend, or like, if you just like someone, like whatever they do, it's perfect. Like, I just don't know what else to say. Like, I just really related to it, and it really resonated with me.
Wow.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like some songs just like hit home, you know.
Mhm.
That one for me too. Like I don't know. It's a good song. I like it. It like the lyrics. Like you know how a lot of songs like I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'll listen to a song and like the beat will be really good and I'll be like, yeah, I like this. But like I don't actually like take enough time to like listen to the lyrics. But
Mhm.
like this one they do and they're like, you know, like you said, relatable and all those reasons. So yeah, no, really good.
Mhm. Nathan, you already talked.
Mhm.
Next up, Shot Down. I said his vocals in the back, I guess. Oh yeah, because this song he's kind of like humming in the back, where he's just kind of like making a beat with his voice. I said that it's like really good, and like it reminded me a lot of Kid Cudi. Uh, and like it's so sad and simple, but it's effective,
Hmm.
and like it's the continuation of the last story of how he was broken up with, and then uh, he asked to be taken back, and as I put it, she's like, "Nah, fam."
Yeah, basically, like I wrote down too, I said that it's like slower and it's deeper about like his serious relationship and how like it's like in the feels and talks about how like painful it is for him to go through this and like they personify like the concept of love to be like physical damages, like physically being shot down. And like I
Hmm.
don't know, it's really like a deep topic.
Hmm. Nathan.
For this song, I didn't really get too much down, but I was gonna comment on the lyrics. Which I think it's two or one. I wrote them down. Which one is it? Oh, I saw us two and you saw three. I guess our lines are structured like a haiku. I
Yeah.
like
Huh?
those.
Hold on. I saw. Okay, repeat that.
I gotta go flip back to my fucking was I saw us two and you saw three. I guess our lines are structured like a haiku.
Okay, I saw us two, as in together.
Did I hear it? Did I hear it differently?
I don't
Hold on.
know.
I'm just trying to understand. Okay, so I saw
Yeah.
us two, as in us
Mhm.
two dating. And you saw three, implying that, there's a third dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't understand the haiku part, because isn't a haiku like a poem that
Yeah, that
goes
part
with.
I disregarded, but I like what you just said, the first part, and then
Okay. Yeah, a haiku isn't even like. It has nothing to do with the numbers 2 and 3. It's 575.
Um, yeah, I'm
Okay.
reading the lyrics right now. Yeah, I don't know. Or structured like a haiku. I don't know. Maybe it's just like.
Maybe we need to do a slam poetry episode. Who knows?
That's funny. No.
Okay, guys. Last song on the album, and possibly my favorite, Angels. God damn.
I liked Angels too. This one was great.
Angels like is beautiful. Like it literally makes
It's
me
so
just
it's so
tear up.
pretty.
Like
Hmm.
it just like I feel it in like this whole album. Like for different reasons, like I feel things in my heart. But like for this one, it just like I don't know. It just gives me goosebumps listening to it.
Yeah, like his vocals with the piano in the background, it's just so like it's so simple and minimalist, but like his voice just elevates it and like it's so beautiful. Like I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah,
It's
I like
just
the
so good.
instrumental that goes with his voice. I think his vocals. Sorry, yeah, I think it's a really good combination. He has a great voice in this song.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a really like good song to end the album too.
Yeah.
Like it leaves you with like just on a good calm but like emotionally intact
Mhm.
feeling, you know? Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I like about most albums. They mostly do like one of like their best songs that they like sound best in as like their last one,
The
as
last
like
one
a
and then it
grand finale. Yeah,
yeah,
Mhm.
for
I like
sure.
that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's really interesting that like the beginning of the album, he's like really upbeat and stuff, and then by the end
How it's
he's like
yeah,
completely
how it like
sad, destroyed, if
it
you will.
yeah, for sure. Like completely switches vibes altogether.
Hmm.
But
Anyway, so
still, yeah.
this part of the podcast, I guess now we're done, which that actually was much faster than I thought it would be. Um,
Really?
yeah, I mean we started at like 3:40 or something. That's crazy.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, anyway, so
So right now we do like favorites,
yeah,
like
right
least
now,
favorites. I think.
we would do like first let's just rate the album. So just
Okay.
kind of give like a brief sentence about what you think of the album and then a rating out of 10.
Out of 10? Okay.
I'll let you start, Lauren, since you are
Me?
new here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Overall, I don't know, this album just it's honestly one of my favorite albums ever. I'm not like a huge music person like I am, but not to the point where I'll like listen to like full on albums, you know, like I have like playlists and stuff.
Hmm.
But this full album, like listening to it and just like reflecting on each and every song, like there are so many good songs that like hit so many different emotions for me. And I don't know, it's just, I really like this album. Like I would give it a 10 out of 10. Honestly, I would.
10 out of 10. Wow. Okay.
Damn.
Nathan, you want to go?
I would probably give this somewhere like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. So I'd probably like 7.5 because, like I said before, I'm not like the biggest O song kind of guy. But like as Lauren was saying, like I'm also the kind of guy that doesn't listen to like an entire song. But there's songs in here that I would pick out of the album and then I'd put it into like a playlist.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. Very.
Like there's some really good songs in here.
I
And
should have
some
done.
that are like too slow that are
Mhm.
Yeah. See, for me, I like the slow songs too. So it's like the good ones and the slow ones. All of it vibes with me. But
Yeah, I should have gone in between you two. I didn't realize Nathan did not like it as much. Uh, yeah. This album. I don't think. Okay, of the three albums we reviewed, all relatively similar. Uh, I gave Malibu Nights an 8 and Sire a 9. I would give this an 8.5, but
hmm,
I think it's a 9. I think it's a 9 out of 10, but I don't think it's as good as Sire. So like Sire is like just a wee bit above this. But I think that it's kind of also unfair to compare Sire to this because Sire kind of gets a lot more
Sire's
fast
way
than this.
different than this, yeah.
Like Sire has some sad songs, but it's not as song as like Angels. And like this song has some high songs like American Teen, but it doesn't get as high as like You or Icon.
Yeah.
This means nothing to Lauren because she hasn't listened to Sire, I presume.
No, I have not,
All
but
right.
I will go listen after. But
So for me, this album is really good. It's really sad. I really like the lineage of more upbeat songs to sadder songs.
hmm
So yeah, it's gonna be a 9 for me. So now is the part of the podcast where we not rate the entire songs, but we give our top 3 songs and then our top 3 uh, least favorite songs.
oh, this is
So
gonna be hard.
Disliked.
Okay.
mhm.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess I'll start. I'm thinking Angels number 1. It's so beautiful. I love that piano.
hmm
Um, Keep Me maybe? Maybe no. Maybe not Keep Me. I think Saved. I'm not gonna include the mainstream songs like Young, Dumb and Broke
Yeah.
and Location. Like they've had their time in the spotlight. I want to kind of highlight some other ones. So I'm gonna
hmm
say Angels first, Saved second, and then I think it's stuck between Shot Down and Keep Me for number 3.
hmm
So yeah, Angels is definitely number 1. It's so beautiful and it's such a good ending to the album.
Yeah. Can you sing
Uh,
your turn? I'm still
My turn. Okay,
thinking.
that's okay. So my top three picks, I would probably do. Yeah, I want to do the same thing as like Pablo did. I don't want to do like Young, Dumb, and Broken. Those are like the obvious ones that like are
mhm.
the best, considering that they were like put on like the radio and all that, and they got really good
hmm
popularity ratings. So I'd do probably American Teen, 18, and I liked Winter. I don't know. I think Winter hit different for
hmm
me. I liked Winter.
Mhm.
Yeah, winter hit me differently too. Okay, I'm gonna go. This is hard. Literally, I like them all. Okay, well, for sure, therapy. I love therapy.
Oh my god,
Um,
I completely forgot about therapy.
yeah, therapy's good. Okay, but honestly, therapy is getting to the point now where it's almost like overplayed for me. Like, not that it's
Mm,
overplayed. Like, there's not an amount of times I could listen to it getting bored of it.
right,
But
Right.
it's like I've listened to it so much that it's like one of the mainstream songs to me. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
But it's still one of the top three because I've listened to it the most.
yeah,
Angels has to be there. Like Angels, just without Angels, the album would like not be as emotional as it is.
absolutely.
Um, and then I don't know. I have to say American Teen. I have to. Like it just hits the vibe of the album. You know, like the good vibes part of it.
Hmm.
But literally like all of them are good. You know, like there's so many that I could put in my top three, but
All
Mhm.
right.
I'm gonna do that.
Now it's
Yeah.
time for the worst songs.
Okay.
So disliked will do like the same order. So I think Pablo, yeah, you
Yeah.
started.
Okay. Okay. I want to make clear when I say that a song is like my least favorite, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it's
hmm
not as good compared to the rest of these.
Yeah.
So it's got to be like that. Those like 3 songs that are in a row. You know, like Let's
Eight, nine, and
Go,
10.
Hopeless, and Cold Blooded.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't.
No,
I
I
don't.
agree.
Like I don't want to
Yeah.
give them an order, but like
Just those three.
yeah, I think they're all
Yeah.
equally as good, but like they're just not
Mhm.
that good.
on yeah, on like a lower scale, right? I
Yeah.
was gonna say this exact same thing.
Hmm.
No, I am the exact same thing. Like they're okay songs, but just compared to the others,
Yeah.
they're not.
That's
Yeah.
like comparing like a SoundCloud rapper to a not SoundCloud rapper. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't want to give a specific example because obviously I'm biased.
No, for sure.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. Anybody else got
I think that yeah.
any final comments?
Mm, just love the album. I'm gonna go listen to it now.
Okay. Well, guys, that was another successful episode of the Have You Heard podcast. I'm Pablo,
And I'm Nathan.
And I'm Lauren.
and we'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys next week.